All right. Hey guys, how's it going? TUJ2 here, and welcome back to Kingdom Hearts Union Cross. Okay, so this is what we're gonna do here. It's 5:50 a.m. where I am right now. The day has already reset, of course, obviously. And we're gonna talk about the tweets that happened yesterday, as well as the update that we have to talk about this morning. I'm gonna say this. The reason why I didn't make a video last night is because I would have said a lot of things I believe I would have regretted in the moment. So I took some time. I slept on it, and I wanted to bring what I felt and what I thought with a clear mind this morning, and kind of go over the whole thing. So let's start with the tweets. So as we know, there was a mistake in the current banner. So the current banner that we're talking about is the KHux 17 banner, this one right here. And yesterday we got this tweet originally. In regards to the recent 7-star Prime KHux 17 banner, due to the incorrect metal description, we'll be spending out compensation for all affected players. Details will be sent out through an in-game notice and here on Twitter tonight. Thank you for your patience. So this was yesterday at noon. Or a little before noon where I am. The error that happened was when the update, when the notice came out originally for this banner, it stated that KHux 17, Prime KHux 17 was pretty much exactly the same as the Prime Axle medal. It turns out that it's an AoE medal, etc., etc. So that was the mistake. Now, this was out for, I think it was about an hour and a half, maybe less. But as we all know, a very large majority of people do their first pulls in the first hour or less, in the first half hour, whenever something comes out. Especially when we see something that seems to be really, really awesome. Personally for me, as you guys know, I didn't do an update video of the KHux 17 when it came out, and I did pull, but I didn't pull till after the notice had already been fixed. But I am curious to know how many people were affected by this and how many people were misled and did in fact pull in the banner before the notice was actually changed. Now also, if you pull right away, you'd kind of think that you would notice that the medal was different right away. So we're going to talk a lot about Square Enix, their responsibility in all this, and also our personal responsibility in this as well. So I feel that if you did pull right away, you would notice right away, hey, this is different, this is wrong, something is wrong with this medal, it's different, it's not like the notice says. So later that day, so I guess at tweet time yesterday, we got this tweet in regards to the recent 7-star Prime KHux 17 banner. Due to the incorrect medal description, we will be sending out 600 jewels to all players, as well as 1x silver tickets to players who pulled 5 or more times. Thank you for your patience. Okay, so for a lot of you guys who are newer to this game, you might follow them on Twitter. You might read on Twitter what was said. You guys might notice that there was a lot of talk about JP. About JP and how JP got refunds when this happened to them. So let me kind of give you guys a little bit of history of what happened here. So a while back, there was an error that happened much like this in JP. And this is even more evident right now because we are in a competition between JP and Global. So it feels like there's like this global competition going right now. So it just feels like there's like a spotlight on this even more. So JP, there was a mistake several months ago like this. And what Square Enix JP did for the JP fan base or the JP player base was that they said every single pull was going to be refunded. Not just every single pull from that moment before, but during that entire banner time. This cost, I mean, you can kind of, deduce what happened because of that, or what that caused. So when a lot of us saw this, the first tweet, we thought, oh, okay, so it's going to be something like that. That's pretty cool, and I don't think that was fair either, when they did that for JP, but whatever, So, when this came out, when this tweet came out explaining what they were going to do, personally for me, I kind of feel like I didn't really... I mean, I understand the 600 jewels for a mistake. It's like, hey guys, we made a mistake and notice, here's 600 jewels for everyone. For everyone who pulled 5 times, they get a silver ticket. A silver ticket is okay, but for 15,000 jewels, $100. A single silver ticket isn't all that great. Now, let's talk about personal responsibility and what I think they should have done. Personal responsibility, I feel that if you pulled, or if I had pulled right away and I had noticed that the medal was different, I would have stopped pulling. I would have been like, hey, what's going on? Something is wrong here. Personally, for me, I think that the Prime medal, the way it is better than the Axel medal. So maybe I would have kept on pulling, hoping that it was a mistake. But this is Square Enix we're talking about, They could have very well been like, oops, we made a mistake. Let's fix the medal, and that's it. There hasn't really been a lot of... There hasn't been a lot of great compensation when there's mistakes, okay? So I kind of feel that our personal responsibility would have been like, there's something wrong with this medal, either keep pulling or not pulling, but that's on us. If we compare to what happened to JP before, of course, it's kind of like, well, where's our compensation? Why did they get that, and why do we get this, which is not that great? If you didn't pull, you're still going to get 600 jewels. If you pulled 5 times or more, you get just 1 silver ticket. That's kind of like, not so great. Now, let me kind of say what I think that Square Enix should have done. And this is me just speaking fair, okay? I'm just trying to be like, this is what I think is fair. I think that if you pulled before they fixed the notice, you should get every single one of those jewels refunded. No, like, just hands down. Okay? I feel like they made a mistake. It was their mistake. If people pulled under the assumption that there was going to be something, or that it was a certain something, then every single person who pulled before they fixed the notice should get 100% all their jewels back. Because it was a mistake, and because it was a kind of a big deal or whatever, they're trying not to make mistakes. I mean, you guys got to remember a few months back when they were making some massive mistakes. I mean, remember when they were making just enormous errors? I mean, those were some really bad errors, some really bad bugs and glitches, some really bad mistakes. And we didn't really get much of anything. But so comparing that to this, not surprising that this is what they're doing. But personally, for me, I think it is Square Enix. It doesn't cost them anything to do this. It does not cost them anything to give us jewels or anything like that. I personally feel like they should have been, you know what? Everyone get a free pull. It's kind of like this whole thing of, you know what? We appreciate you guys for playing. We appreciate all the money you guys spend on this game. Here you go. Have a free pull. We messed up. Oops. We're sorry. Here's a free pull for everyone. And the people who pulled before the notice was changed get 100% refunded. I think that is fair. And I think that's wrong that they didn't do that. All the people who pulled before the notice was changed, they should get every single one of those pulls refunded. And they should probably get to keep the medals, because come on, they pulled that under that sense. I don't think this was good. I mean, it's kind of the thing where I'm not trying to say that nothing would have been better, But it's kind of insulting. This is kind of like a slap in the face, you know, like here's 600 jewels to everyone just to kind of like keep you quiet, and here's a silver ticket to everyone who pulled 5 times or more. I mean, come on, at least make it a gold ticket. Or something, you know. It's like they shouldn't have even included the tickets. I don't think the tickets should have been included in this at all. It doesn't make sense, you know. It should have been, you know what, give the silver ticket to all the people who pulled before the notice was changed. I mean, I'm sure they do have the capacity to look at everyone who pulled before the notice was changed and just refund them. I mean, come on, you know. But I do feel that this again is not correctly, you know, presented. I wish that they would do things differently. I am actually kind of surprised at, well, no, there's a lot of comments now. But yeah, they should have changed this. I don't think that they should have done this right. I mean, I don't think that they should have done this way. It does feel like, you know, there should have been a different approach to this. But anyway, so we're going to leave that there on that matter. Moving on. The next thing is the other notice we got, the other tweet we got, which is a new challenge awaits you tonight. Strategize your medals based on each daily enemy and be rewarded with jewels in this daily one-turn triumph challenge. Also arriving tonight are more story quests at midnight. So we got more story quests, and this one-turn triumph challenge is get a total of 2,000 jewels. Now I think that means a total of 2,000 jewels over the entire time. But let's take a quick look at it. Because I'm like, you know what? It's interesting. I mean, I gotta admit, I'm kind of interested at how this, you know, how this is playing out. Anyway, yeah, we've had so many challenges where it's been such little amounts of jewels. It's interesting. Okay, so there's the regarding the recent medal description. We already read this. Again, it was an error. I think they should have both handled it differently. Well, no, they handled it fine, but they should have, the compensation should have been different. I'm actually surprised at how few people really, you know, voiced their opinion about this. It kind of makes me feel like people are either just, they're used to Square Enix treating us this way, or people are just not playing the game that much anymore. Which, you know. So we're happy to announce that 15 new story quests will be available as of June 21st. The player and Aladdin end up at the bottom of the cave after being tricked by an old man. There they request help from a mysterious genie who's unleashed from the lamp. Okay, so if you've never watched Aladdin, the animated movie from Disney, no spoilers here, but yeah. I'm not going to spoil who the old man is. I need to get my rear in gear and get story quest done. You know, I might do that today. All right, let's read about this. Super difficult daily one-term triumph challenge. Get a total of 2,000 jewels. Super difficult daily one-turn triumph challenge. Earn a total of 2,000 jewels by getting all one-turn triumphs. Okay. Each day there will be 3 super difficult quests available for you to tackle. The challenge requires you to defeat the target in 1 turn, aka a 1-turn triumph. By completing these challenges daily, you receive up to 2,000 jewels. As you can see below, enemies will change these days, so make sure to take advantage of their weaknesses. Okay, so total of 2,000 jewels. I'm not gonna go ahead. I'm not gonna do this on a video. I'm probably just gonna go challenge it. You know what? I might even do it in a separate video. Or I still have a lot to do in this game. I have a lot to do, but I'm gonna leave it there, guys, because I've already talked too much. I probably will be pulling the 3 more times that I need to pull for the Sora medal. From what I gather, though, I think, do we already have the 600 jewels? No, we don't yet. Oh, wait, did they say when we're gonna get them? No. Okay, so the timing of the distribution is yet to be determined, but will take place within a few days of the conclusion of the Prime 7 deal. Okay, wait. An apology for a text error in the recent 7-star Prime deal notice. We will be sending all players 600 jewels. Additionally, all players who draw the Prime deal 5 or more times will receive 1 silver ticket. Oh, okay, so you can still pull then. Okay, so there's a slight wording disparity here. Okay, so this is how it sounds. On the tweet, it says, due to the incorrect medal description, we'll be sending out 600 jewels to all players, as well as one-time silver tickets to players who pulled 5 times or more. This makes it sound like anyone who pulled 5 times or more before this tweet came out are going to get the silver ticket. But the notice says the timing of the distribution is yet to be determined, and the number of draws per player will be calculated upon the conclusion of the Prime 7 deal. Okay, so if you still haven't pulled, like me, and you're going to want to pull, I'm going to end up mercying him. So I have 3 more pulls to do. So if you want that silver ticket, you still have some time. But please understand, if you're doing this, if you're pulling for this medal, if you're mercying this medal, do it for the medal, not for the silver ticket. 15,000 jewels for a single silver ticket is really, really not good. I want the medal. I really do want the medal. I'm hoping that I'll get some good traits on it. Yeah. Okay, so we still have time. You still have 18 hours left. Okay, so I have to pull today. I'll have to figure out today what time to pull. So I'm going to have to do 3 more pulls if I want this medal. And as I guess an added bonus, if we want to call that, no, we shouldn't call that. If you pull the 5 times, you'll also get that silver ticket, and it will be determined after it's done. So after this banner goes away tonight, so tomorrow, the timing of the distribution is yet to be determined, but will take place within a few days of the conclusion. So in the next few days, probably this weekend, is when we'll get that silver ticket if you pulled 5 times, and you get yourself, everyone will get the 600 jewels. Okay, so there we go. Still think it's not right. I'm sure there's a lot of people who pulled with the intention of getting a magic axle and didn't get that. Now, whether or not the medal is good, that's up to each individual person, what you need. Remember what I've always said. Don't pull because someone tells you to pull. Don't pull because people are like, this is the greatest medal ever. Pull because you need it. Pull because you want it. I need this medal in my 4th slot. Or possibly 5th slot. No, 4th slot. So I really want this medal in my 4th slot of my Keyblade, of my counterpoint. So that's why I want to pull for it. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there, guys. Thank you very much for watching. As always, I am DUJ2. Good luck if you pull, and I'll see you guys next time. See ya.